Hi, my name is Melissa Griffin and welcome to my channel. This is my first video, so I'm posting about a 5-year journal. Technically mine is a 4-year journal, and I'll explain later why I chose to do a 4-year journal instead. But this idea actually came from another YouTuber. Her name is Jashi Corin, and I'm gonna link her video down below. She offers lots of ideas for how to set it up and kind of goes into more of the details of how to figure out how to set it up as far as spacing and things like that go. But I'm just giving you a brief overview of mine just so you can see what mine ended up looking like. I got the journal that I'm going to show you from Archer and Olive, and I was really excited to use it, and I wanted to save it for a special project. So this is what I chose to use it for. So let me know if you have any questions, and if you like this content, please consider subscribing and liking this video. Thank you. All right, the journal I used for my 4-year journal came from the Archer and Olive Ticket to My Heart Valentine Self-Care Box from this year, 2023. This is an A5 journal. It has a dusty blue linen cover. It has the 160 GSM dotted grid bright white paper and 192 pages. It kind of has a vintage carousel theme. You'll kind of see some of the elements that I included. It also has came with the 5 acrylographs in the colors Circus Red, Peach Fiesta, Carnival Pink, Vintage Blue, and Jubilee Blue. And the vegan leather pouch also came with it to hold them. And then it came with these 4 different unique washi tapes that were part of the set. And then, like I said, you'll see some of the other elements that I included inside of the journal. So the idea of a 4-year journal is to have 4 years where you're cumulatively writing in there once a day for the 4 years. And you'll kind of see what I mean as we go through it. Like I said, I originally got this idea from somebody else, so I'll make sure that you guys can see how she does her 5-year journal, because she offers a lot of other ways that you could use this. So the way that I used it, so this is just kind of my cover page. So it has, even though it's a 4-year journal, it has 5 years. I'm a teacher, and so I'm starting the school year soon. So I'm actually starting my 4-year journal in July. I just started a couple weeks ago. And so it goes through 5 years, but it's technically just a 4-year journal. I kind of had a master plan behind that because I have 2 boys and there was a reason for doing it as a 4-year journal. So anyway, you can see some of the other elements that are on here. And then the washi tape that I used, it has some really cute die cut stickers along with the stickers. So the next pages that I used, this again was the idea from Jashi Corin, and she uses a then and again page. So I haven't filled it out yet. I just finished making this page, so I need to fill it out. But basically you're choosing some topics, things that you're gonna write, and then I would fill in now. And then in 4 years when I finish the journal, I would fill out those things again, just to kind of see how it compares. And again, just use some of those elements on the page, those acrylographs. I know it's really hard to see, but that says, has the 2023 in that, I believe that one was the Peach Fiesta, I think, color. It's really hard. It's very light, along with that vintage blue one was very light. Or I'm sorry, that's the Jubilee Blue. That's very light. But you'll kind of see how I use those also throughout the 4-year journal. So the next pages are all memory pages. So because 2023, because I'm starting in July, I only have the 6 months for July, but this is just a place to write kind of highlights from each of the months. Again, I use the acrylographs. What I did, since I had 5 and there were 5 years, I used kind of a color for each of the years, and you'll see again how that kind of plays out in the rest of the journal. But those became the headings. So we just have for 25 and 26, again, those were full years. And then 27, that's where I'm going to end. I'm going to end in June, and then I'll start another one, hopefully, where I start in 2027, and it'll be kind of a similar thing. But again, that's why there's only 6 months here. So for each of the days, so you can see it has the month and the day of the year, and then on the side I use some little boxes. I have to say that was very time consuming, but I wanted to have the different colors correspond to the different years. So Jashi, in her video, she used the dot markers, like these Zig clean dot markers that have the dot end, which I used over here, so you can kind of see that. That would be way easier, and I'm assuming much faster because this is a big setup. Now, once it's set up, it's done for the next 4 years, and I just have to write in it, but I think when I do my next one, I'm probably going to use the dot markers just because it'll go a lot faster. But anyway, you have your date, and then, so obviously right now I'm only writing wherever the 2023s are. And then I'm gonna kind of skip ahead, and you can see once we got to, and these are stamps, the months are stamps. The days I wrote in, the numbers that corresponded to it, I didn't like, so I ended up writing my numbers in. But now once we get to the new year, you can see that I messed up, so I had to tape in some other paper here. That happens. But then I'm starting with 24, obviously January 1st, and then I go to now 27, which is the other color, staying with that color coordination throughout. So it's just kind of a fun way to, as you're writing in what's happening that day, you can look back and see what's happened in previous years. So that was kind of the whole idea of this. Again, it was a pretty fast, not pretty fast setup, but it's going to be useful because it's a pretty easy, fast thing to write in as I go through those 4 years. So there you go. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Thank you for watching.